So I've come up with my list of my top 5 things that I'm into. It's called Mae's Top 10 Turn Ons. I put it on my Tinder profile in the description. So some of you may have seen it and swiped left. These are my top 5 things. Maybe you can relate to some of the things. Are you ready for the list, guys? Yeah! Okay, number 1, winking. So, you know when someone really unexpectedly and very confidently does, I can't do it very well, but to me, that twinkly winkle, I won't call it that. I won't call it a twinkly winkle, or I'll always be alone. But to me, that wink is either saying like, we're gonna have sex, or like, we just had sex. That's what that was. I love it. It could be an old bus driver. I don't care, I love it. Number 2, somebody diving into the water with excellent form. Just such good form. There's barely a splash when they go in the water. Maybe. Imagine like a placid Canadian lake. Everything's very still. The sun is just coming up. It's dawn. Maybe there's a lone moose. And maybe you're swimming in the lake and someone runs to the end of a wooden pier and they dive over you into the lake. No? Okay, what about this? What about this? Next level, you're swimming, they dive over you, and as they're diving, they wink. Fit. So hot. Number three, somebody driving a diesel-powered speedboat. So that's very specific. I can trace the etymology of that one. I know where that comes from. So I used to go to summer camp as a child, and it was like the quintessential North American summer camp experience. There was a lake and cabins and bonfires, and you do different activities. And I was this kind of pubescent, I was sort of monster. I was like a kind of weird kind of spider monkey. Just, I was always about 10 feet behind everyone, just like, wait! Just like, please, does anyone else not have a partner for canoeing? So when I was at camp and I was very pubescent, always the job of driving the water skiing boat was given to like the alpha female camp counselor, who'd be some like bronze, super athletic, confident, cool girl in like a hoodie with those Oakley sunglasses driving the boat so confidently, and her name was Katie Anderson. Number 4. Number 4, somebody buying me a drink when I have not requested a drink. It's the presumption. I love it. I think all of these things are just about confidence, aren't they? But I even like when they presume what I'm drinking. So I might be having a wine. Yeah. Sounded like someone who's never had a drink there. Sex on the beach? I might be having a glass of wine, and then they come over and they're like, gin and tonic? Is that how you hold a gin and tonic? Gin and tonic? Yeah, it's never happened, but it would be ace. Have you seen Titanic, the film? Not the disaster? Have you seen the film version of Titanic? Do you know there's a scene in Titanic where they're all having a really posh lunch, and the villain of the film, Caledon Hockley, he orders on behalf of his fiancée, Rose de Wibicator, and he doesn't check with her. He's like, we'll both have a lamb, rare, with very little mint sauce. Remember? Yeah. Do you remember that? Yeah, and everyone in the cinema was like, what a fucking villain. I was like, I'm kind of into it. Like, I was like, I'll have the lamb. And finally, number 5, most specifically, I think, being woken up in the morning when I'm sleeping in my bunk bed by a girl in a hoodie. She's got out of the shower and she smells like shampoo. She's like, we've got to get up, we'll go to the flag break, then the dining hall for breakfast, then we have to go to our respective activities, and I'll drive the water skiing boat. My name's Katie Anderson. That's my list, guys.
Thank you for watching Soho Theatre on YouTube. Subscribe now for more Best Company.